Hello, welcome to Josh Explicit with Josh of Sioni. I want you to listen to this video, this interview that Funke Akindele had with Nancy Sime. I'll be back.
Mom, may her soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Losing her, what did that do to you mentally?
Nancy did a lot. It did a lot. Because mom raised us well. As a single parent, dad also tried. He tried, things just didn't work out well. But mom was there for us, raising 4 children. I was really tough. When you're looking for a rebellious child, not wanting to sit in class, just wants to act, dance. Mom would force me, you have to go to school before you act. My dad never wanted me to act, he wanted me to be a lawyer. But mom was always there. She was firm, she was sweet. I remember her driving me down to auditions, sitting in a 504 without AC. You're like, Alpha, did they give you? No, mommy, they gave me church extra. We will do it small, And I thank God that I was able to take care of her, till she passed.
Let's see.
She did well. She did well. She raised me well. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm glad. But Auntie,
Mom was a gynecologist. She did everything to be successful and to ensure that the children are successful. My mom raised me to be strong, not to take no for an answer. So, good mothers are not easy to come by. Because I remember I went to 6 primary schools. I was very rebellious. I want to change my school this minute. I will go and lie. Mom, they beat me all of that. Oh yeah, come. Blah, 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 blah. Mom will beat you. She will pamper you. She will do everything just to make sure you are the best.
yes.
She went through a lot. There were times there was no money, but she gave her all.
Yeah.
We went to the best schools. She would sell her jewelry, when things were so bad, to just make sure we had the best education, we had the best life. And I know she's happy wherever she is now.
Yes, she.
Now, I want us to learn some vital lessons from that conversation there. Forget the emotions, forget the fact that, of course, when we lose our loved ones, we would definitely feel it. It will get to us. And exactly that was why Funke Akindele betrayed emotions there. But there are some vital lessons that I want parents in particular to learn. And of course, every other person too will have some takeaways from that very short conversation. First, I want us to establish that sometimes single parents can even raise the best children. In Funke Akindele's story, you will infer that she was raised by a mother. Yes, her father was also in the picture, but she said that her mother tried. I mean, she was more with her mother, and there were 4 of them. But what is actually my focus in this conversation? I'll tell you a short story about myself. I've always been a creative. I could recall that I wrote my first song as a church boy attending Catholic church before I was 10. Songs similar to the usual Yoruba hymns that we were having in Catholic church those days. I wrote my very first song, well composed, with like 4 verses and a chorus. Because by that time I was already a member of the choir. I was playing drums, playing shekere. So I knew about Catholic songs, hymns, and so I wrote the first song. Then after that, I started writing stories in my primary school. And by the time I was in JSS 1, I wrote a story that I shared with my colleagues in school. And it was that particular story that gave me my first nickname in JSS 1 there. That nickname, most of my colleagues, most of my friends who were with me in primary school and then some in our institution too, will still refer to me by that nickname up until today. But then I didn't even think of making use of it as a means of livelihood. I had forgotten that my grandfather had written a book, Bikude Atishabe, so it runs in the blood. My father too was a stage actor, so this thing runs in the family. So this thing runs in the family. But around me, I had nobody who thought that being a creative, writing songs, dancing, producing stories, producing films could actually be something. Nobody ever encouraged me. Even my grandfather that was doing it would tell you, oh, you have to be a lawyer, oh, you have to be a doctor, oh, you have to be this before you be respected. But in Funke Akindele's case, you realize that she said that she was a rebellious child, was also a rebel. Yes, I'm not in support of this for any child. No matter what you're going to become in life, you must first off go to school. You must first off go to school. But in Funke Akindele's case, she had someone who was there with her while she was doing all of those things. She's According to that interview, she said she never wanted to attend classes. She only wanted to dance and act. That was me. Maybe not acting, but being in the creative setting. While waiting for admission was when I had an introspection and God actually revealed myself to me. I started writing stories. I started writing songs. I became a prolific songwriter. I'll see that my colleagues, my friends at home, my brothers and cousins tell them stories. They will say, wow, guy, you did this, you wrote this. Wow, wow, this is nice. That particular point, I knew that Josh, this is what you're made for. Josh, this is what you are called to do. I had a conversation with a friend of mine who is a popular YouTuber. He's doing very well on YouTube. And he told me, he said, Josh, I thank God that this worked out because this is the only thing I know how to do. Yes, we know that there will always be plan A, plan B. God is a very perfect God. If He gives you a gift, there's going to be another gift that can work in the event that didn't work out. There's going to be another one like plan C. But there will be one thing that you are made of. I heard the pastor say that everybody is unique in their own way. No one is useless. By that time, there was nobody to encourage me that this is what you are made for. And whatever it is going to take for you to achieve your dream, for you to fulfill your destiny, will help you. Even if it's all about inspiration, inspiring, and encouraging you. I can recall a particular day. It was in 1998. I was staying with my aunt and her husband, and then uh, called me. They were complaining. Yes, they were worried genuinely for me out of love and concern that this guy is not serious academically, he's not studying enough. He said, what do you even want to do with your life? Look at your life. I go to universities, I see people who are younger than you are. What do you want to do with your life? And I looked at him. I felt like, well, this is an elite. Maybe someone will understand me at the end of the day. Because at that time I was over 20. Maybe someone will understand me at the end of the day. And I said, well, as a matter of fact, what I would love to do is to sing, is to write songs. Or more, I shouldn't have talked. Said, when people are thinking of better things to do, to become, to go for great courses, you are talking about music. To make everything worse, I felt very bad and embarrassed one day. I was just walking in that house. I was doing some house chores and I listened to this couple discussing me. That boy, very stupid, nonsense, foolish, he doesn't know anything. Don't mind him. He was even talking about writing songs. He was even talking about making songs. Ṣebí àwọn èèyàn tó rí wọn bá pé náà máa ń kọrin. He doesn't even know that you have to be brilliant before you write songs. And I was like, have you ever asked me that let's see the songs you have written? Have you ever asked me that let's see the stories you have written? Maybe we can even introduce you to one or two producers that we know where you can own your skills and cut your teeth. All I got was discouragement. All I got was reproach. I felt very bad. But fast forward, I eventually got admission the following year. Yes, I was pushing my passion. Yes, I was writing songs, writing stories. I formed groups. We were writing songs, recording songs. But you know how this industry is. You need to have people who will back you, promoters, music labels who will believe in you. That very many other talents out there. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm not blaming anybody. for my shortfall. I'm not blaming anybody for not being able to realize my dreams and vision in that regard. But I just an advice to parents. Just pay attention to what Funke Akindele said about her mother, that she was a gynecologist and she would drive her to rehearsals. She would even encourage her, ask her, oh, what role did they give you? And when they didn't give her best best roles, she will still encourage her, saying that a lot will have been achieved if parents will understand their children at a very early age and will give them all the support and encouragement for them to fulfill their dreams and fulfill their vision. Thank you very much. My name is Joshua Sioni. I'm a